My dear children, welcome back to a new storytelling session. How have you all been? Today, I'm going to tell you a story about insects. Not all of us like them, isn't it? I myself get scared of the insects as they are creepy to look at and they bite. Children, do you know what is a bug? Ever heard of bed bugs? This is how they look like. But they are very small and they hide in our beds. We cannot see them until we look closely. There are some bugs which bite us for blood like these. Some of them also fly. Now, can you tell me what is a flea? It is also an insect, but it cannot fly. It looks like this, but very small in size. These fleas also feed on blood from us and animals. They look scary, isn't it? Today's story is about a bug and a flea. The name of the story is The Bug and the Poor Flea. Once upon a time, there was a flea which lived in the folds of a very special and white sheet that covered the bed of a king. The sheet was made of silk and was very soft. So the flea enjoyed living there. It used to suck the blood of the king after he was asleep. So nobody noticed the flea and the flea was happy to stay there. One day, a bug flew from the palace windows and entered the king's bedroom. The bug was fascinated to see such a beautifully decorated room. The flea sees this bug and gets worried. It tells the bug, "Oh bug, you have come to the wrong place. This is a very dangerous place for you. There are many guards around here and will kill you if you are caught. So please leave at once." The bug gets disappointed at this, but it was very clever. So he thinks of a plan and says to the flea, "Dear flea, I know this is your place, but you are being very rude to your guest. Is this the way to treat a guest? A guest should be welcomed, greeted with humble words and kind behavior. A guest should be offered with food and shelter." The bug continues to say to the flea, "You are so lucky to be drinking king's blood. I have fed myself with the blood from a variety of animals and people, but I have never tasted the blood of a king. I am sure king's blood will be very tasty, as the king eats only what is the best and the choicest food. So, could you please share the king's blood with me for a day?" The flea was shocked to hear this blame from the bug. So, he decides to allow the bug stay for a night and feed on the king's blood. The flea replies to the bug, "Oh bug, your bite is very painful and sharp like a needle. Moreover, you are very impatient. I know that you cannot wait until the king is asleep to drink his blood. If you bite him before he sleeps, he will order his guards to look for you and kill you. You will bring danger to both of us and I will end up with no food for today. So, here is a deal. You can stay back for one night today and drink king's blood. But you will have to promise me that you will wait until the king is asleep. Also, you will get your turn only after I drink his blood first." The bug agrees to this condition. Meanwhile, the king enters his bedroom and lays on his bed to sleep. The impatient bug could not control itself and decided to bite the king to drink a tiny sip of blood while the king was still awake. The king jumps in pain to the sharp bite. He calls for his servants and guards. He asks them to check the bed to find out what had bitten him. As soon as the bug hears this, it quickly flies to the corner of the bed. But the flea could not escape as it was trapped between the folds of the sheet. It could not fly like the bug as it had no wings. The king's servants carefully checked the bed and the sheets. They found a poor flea in the folds of the sheet and killed it. The king went back to sleep without any worries. This finishes today's story, children. So, what did we learn today? We learned that we should never trust strangers and their promises. If we trust them without being careful, we will put ourselves in danger. So, did you like today's story, children? If so, please click on the like button and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video, my dear children. Bye bye.